Auzu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. It's 9 o'clock, it's Friday, it only means one thing, and that means I mean business. Welcome, assalamu alaikum everyone, to I Mean Business. And thank you for all your emails and comments. We're still going through them. And today, 3 or 4 weeks ago, we had a very, very good friend of ours come and help us on I Mean Business. And it's my pleasure to welcome him back, because we did say that we would be doing a part 2 with my good friend, everyone, Sammy Hegab. Assalamu alaikum, Sammy.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm doing fine, thanks.
Excellent.
Alhamdulillah.
Well, it's been 3 or 4 weeks since you were last here, and I've been inundated. It's brilliant. Yes, it's been quite a while. And we said we would come back and review and see what you'd been up to. And as I was saying earlier, I've had a lot of emails, I've had a lot of texts and a lot of phone calls.
Oh, don't remind me. I've received quite a lot as well myself.
Excellent.
I receive an average of about 2,000 emails a day.
Oh my
It's hard
goodness.
to keep up, you know.
Yes, so we've been passing that information. So let's just take a step back and review what we were talking about a few weeks ago.
Okay.
And we were generally talking about business, and we were talking about you actually.
That's right.
And so just tell us about your 1 point something million you made in sales in a few days.
Well, we actually started, didn't we? We talked about living life with a purpose.
Yes.
And then we went on to how I made my first few £100s when I was a teenager. Went into how I made a few £1,000s. Then I mentioned about a big exhibition that I did in Birmingham at the Giftware. And that generated in about 3 days 1.9 million. We actually made more than that, but it was just a rollover effect.
So
after
it
the
was orders of 1.9
million in those 3 days. That's how much we clocked in those first 3 days of the exhibition. And after that, it went past that point, and with calls, orders coming in, because there were adverts in the Trader magazine as well as the Exhibitors magazine as well.
And also you talked about how you were giving to people and how you got it back and were rewarded how many thousand folds from God.
Absolutely.
So
well, I actually mentioned the 15 points.
Yes.
Well, not all the points, but a couple of points of how to increase your wealth according to the Quran and the Sunnah. Now, I've summarized all these 15 points as the divine law of contribution. Now, you've probably heard of the law of attraction with secret and stuff like that. So I've brought in a new the law of contribution. Start with yourself first. Instead of, before you ask the creator, or if you're a non-Muslim, you ask the universe, and you say, right, okay, I need this, I need to increase my wealth. Start by contributing to society.
Give first.
Give first, then you receive.
Yes.
So you don't, ask them, the wood, like start fire or something. You say, give me heat. You have to start the fire, and then you get the heat.
Yes.
So you start.
You have to light the match.
Action.
Yes, mashallah. So also we said to the people who called in on that particular day that they would get some extra benefits.
Oh yes, you're reminding me now.
So did all those people who called in get the benefits approximately? I think you
since the last show, I've given away well, these are virtual shares until the company actually officially launches next year. I've given away about 20 shares.
Mashallah.
So 20 people have actually successfully qualified for those shares.
And all they had to do to qualify was to call in and speak to you.
Speak to me, as well as they had to go on the website itself and register their details. That's all. It's free of charge.
Yes,
so at least I have the details on the site.
Then you know who to give the shares to.
Because at the moment they qualify by accumulating points, and then on the system it actually triggers off a share, a virtual share. Once the company launches, then I issue them with a share certificate.
So may I twist your arm today to say that whoever calls in today as well, if they haven't called in before on the previous show, that they will get some contributions from yourself?
Absolutely. I'll give the callers a share, providing on the terms that they have to go on the site and fill in the application form.
It's not filling it, isn't it? It's just name, email, isn't it?
It's just a name and email address, and
so
that's
you know
it.
who to give.
So I know, and then I can, on the system, I can tick along, say, right, okay, this person will get a share.
Right.
And that's it. It's that simple.
Excellent.
Keep track of everyone.
Absolutely. So I really appreciate it. So just tell me a bit more about your company and the shares, and what is that website doing? Is it a website? What is it?
What really inspired me to start Umacom.com is a way to contribute to society as a whole. Now, Umacom effectively is a revenue sharing social business community.
Right.
It links into all the other networks. It allows members to joint ventures together and share ideas and help each other to become successful in life. Not just in business, but also in socially become successful. Just giving people a helping hand.
So it's like something like a Facebook or a Twitter, sort of e-academy, LinkedIn sort of flavor for those people.
It is. It's a mix between all these social networks and eBay. Commercial, it has a commercial aspect.
So you can buy and sell things?
Absolutely.
And what's the charge for buying and selling?
It's free of charge.
Free. And to join it's free as well?
Free.
And then how can you give away revenues and shares if everything is free?
Okay, I'll tell you.
Yes.
Right. For a start, we make revenue, and we've been making revenue from day one
Mashallah.
through advertising. We've got adverts on the site.
Yes.
The second part that we make...
All halal, ethical?
All halal. All halal. Or even the advertisers on the site. I make sure I verify each one, make sure they're halal, they're not selling anything haram at all or anything like that.
Right.
Otherwise, they get blacklisted straight away.
Right.
The second part that we make our revenue is through joint ventures between companies. Some companies, they like to offer their services to our members, so we take a commission from them and we split the commission. 50% goes directly to the members. The third part is through memberships. Now, some companies, they want to sell, if they've got a business club or something like that, they can actually sell their members memberships on our site.
Business club. Now, coming on to business clubs.
Oh, yes.
I have joined a fantastic business club.
Which one did you join?
I don't know if I should mention, but they advertise on Iqra too.
Really?
Yes, they advertise, and
Okay.
I thought, well, they're advertising, and I went along, and it was a fantastic...
It's a Muslim business
It's
club?
called Awana. They're
Awan.
advertising.
Hey,
so
I've joined it too.
I was first.
But you have to qualify. They profile. You have to be a multi-billionaire, I believe.
I don't know what the qualification... They did ask me for a lot of information.
I know they have the top 200 richest Muslims in the UK.
Oh, right. Well, I must be 9,999 on the list.
I'm probably then 10,000.
Yes, that's a very good club. You should join as many ethical networking groups and clubs, especially if they're Islamic and Muslim.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And there's no harm in joining mainstream business clubs
I'm
as well.
in lots of mainstream business clubs. I was at one on Tuesday this week. I took you along, do you remember?
Oh, yes.
It was a property networking.
Property,
It was a property networking dinner we went
Yeah.
to. Yes, yes.
That was very interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. Yes, yeah. So, right, let's talk about business. Now, this is a business show. So, we on this business show, for the callers who call in, you are going to give something away. They just need to register. And you are going to explain to people how ethically they can increase their wealth and speed. Because obviously, what you are going to receive from Almighty Allah, you're going to get anyway. But you are saying that you can actually speed that process.
Absolutely.
You are saying you can speed that.
Absolutely.
Where does it say that you can do that?
Right, it says it in the Quran and it says it in the Sunnah. And it also says it in the old scriptures as well. So you can pick up all these ideas from all these divine scriptures. For a start, if you can actually remind me, the last thing that I mentioned was actually giving charities, isn't it? The last example I gave when I met a young man and I gave him some charity, and in return, a few months later, that charity came back, but in many folds.
Well, as we said, we're going to give things away, and inshallah, we have a caller online.
Oh, that was quick.
That was quick. We've only just mentioned it.
MashaAllah.
And what we are going to do is, Assalamu alaikum caller, please state your name and where are you calling from?
Walaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum sister.
My name is Shamim and I'm calling from London.
MashaAllah Salim, thank you. And what is your question or comment? And of course, you are, before phoning in, you are going to get a share of a Unicom.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I wanted to say Jazakallah khair, and it's a wonderful opportunity for us, and we just hope that you carry on. And alhamdulillah, great work.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
So, which website does the sister have to go on to make sure she gets her share of your company?
Very easy. Umacom.com.
Umicom. So, would you spell out U-M-I?
U-M-I-C-O-M.
Okay, inshallah. Jazakallah khair.
And thank you very much, sister, for calling.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So, take a note of that.
was
Shamim
just a
from
comment.
London.
Yep.